Gotcha. Okay. You're being disorderly, man. Just go away. Bye. Have a good day. See you later. Have a good day. Bye. See you later. Hey, how's it going?
I don't want to be recorded.
Okay.
I'd like to know what guy you're doing this.
Just working.
Working for.
Myself.
And did you get authorization to be in this area?
There's no restriction to this area.
Well, for the safety, I mean, you could view, they said that there's a viewing area that you can be up. They don't want people.
No one told us that. In fact, I've only had 2 conversations, or actually 3. I had one with the guy about some accidents. I'm here working on stories about basically unsafe conditions, that kind of stuff. And then
for who?
Okay, so my media company.
What media company is that?
I'd rather not give that at this point.
Why is that?
So, providing you got a business card and you got like a work email address. Happy to email you later.
Welcome back to the channel, and buckle up, because today's case dives straight into one of the most heated civil liberty debates out there, public photography versus personal discomfort. Our story begins when a man, masked and filming in a public area, encounters a woman who immediately assumes he's part of ICE. Yes, she jumped straight from camera in public to government agent here to deport me. What follows isn't just an awkward sidewalk argument, it's a masterclass in how emotion can override law. Throughout this video, pay close attention to how calm logic stands up against escalating emotion, how one person's discomfort clashes with another's rights, and how law enforcement handles the fine line between suspicion and illegality. We'll also explore how free press, public access, and the First Amendment intersect when the camera starts rolling. Stay tuned, because this encounter has more legal lessons than a courtroom in
safely hang out and do what you guys are doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I see what you're saying. That's why we just kind of, did the common sense approach, kind of stay out here. I certainly don't want to walk out there with the bulldozer and all that kind of front loader and all that.
Right. And that's what they were saying. They were worried about the vehicles possibly hitting you because they just don't see your awareness being what it is in these things.
Usually, I mean, if I were a person as yourself, I'd call ahead and say, hey, we'd like to film this. We're doing a story or whatever. Do you mind if we come down and film? But you guys just walking in, you got masks over your face. You know.
It smells really bad in here.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm here. I don't have a mask over my face.
That's a choice. I just don't try to tell other grown adults what clothes to wear, what clothes not to wear. So,
yeah. There is
it's like I said, there's a viewing area.
They didn't make you guys aware of like the observation area or anything like that?
What's that?
They didn't make you guys aware of the observation area or anything like that?
No, not at all.
Okay.
First time I've even heard of it.
Would you guys be amenable to going up there and filming from there?
I would like to actually get some different vantage viewpoints. What I'm mostly wanting to do, and actually to address your concern, or your point rather, one of the reasons as the kind of journalist I am doing investigative journalism is, and I'm sure you can...
Here it is, the first spark of escalation. The woman's moral outrage hits its peak as she curses the cameraman, convinced he's doing something wrong simply by existing with a camera. But here's the truth, being uncomfortable doesn't make something illegal. This moment is a powerful illustration of a public misconception, that feeling unsafe gives authority to restrict someone's rights. In reality, the Supreme Court has repeatedly upheld that citizens can record in public spaces as long as they're not interfering with official duties. This exchange captures how fear and ignorance can collide with legality in real time.
I'm here to check out if the bad thing's happening or not. I can tell you as an experienced journalist at this point, they tend to clean up the bad stuff so it doesn't happen beforehand. Which is usually like, for example, if the police want to raid a drug house, they don't call ahead and say, hey, Alex, just want to let you know, we think there might be a drug house in your house. We're going to come by in 2 weeks to check it out. I'm pretty sure there won't be any drugs in there when you get there.
Well, is there a crime being committed here?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not.
There's so many safety OSHA violations.
That is
you
true.
You guys work for OSHA?
Yep. No.
Well, for OSHA safety means that, unaccompanied people, or you're not supposed to be here, you need to be in the viewing area.
Oh, we can be here. Yeah, there's no restriction. Like, for example, you know, a lot of places slap. In fact, actually, if you were to go out, see that building right there, that station? If you go out there, walk down this sidewalk right there, you'll see on their door, it says authorized personnel only. Obviously, they do not want you to go into that. So we have it. And, you know, the other places that they don't want us at are pretty well known because they've got the red flags or badge access only, so you can't even open the door. So, and no one has come up to us and asked us to leave or said it's a no trespassing area or authorized personnel only.
Did the gentleman come on?
When the police arrive, notice how calm the cameraman stays. He doesn't flinch, he doesn't get defensive, instead, he leans on facts and the law. That composure instantly shifts the tone of the encounter. The officers try to establish control by asking about authorization, but here's the twist: no authorization is needed in a public area. This is a textbook example of auditing, where citizens record government interactions to test public transparency. The key takeaway: staying respectful and factual disarms tension far faster than aggression ever could, a crucial lesson in both civics and self.
Yeah, no, I'm just a huge proponent of the Fourth Amendment. I mean, I love it like a good Scotch.
Why did you ask to show his that?
Because I just asked him a question. He goes, after. Yeah.
Here is my name.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All I'm asking is just to be courteous and, you know, work with them on it saying, hey,
yeah,
we would like to film here.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. Like I said, I was telling Officer Masters there, the reason I don't do it as an investigative journalist is because if you give them forewarning, they may clean up the problem. So it's just.
But yet you won't tell me what. Oh, I'll tell you later. You won't tell me what you're investigating?
Well, sure. And I mean, look, don't take this the wrong way. I mean, I'm sure you're probably the nicest guy ever, but I've also been burned by different government employees. Not saying you guys, but I'm just saying I've actually been nice far in the past in terms of being more open about what I'm working on. And then all of a sudden they shut places down. They say, oh no, we can't have you here. And it's quick. And you're like, I wonder why they did that after I just told Susie or Alex or whatever that I'm working on X. I mean,
the philosophical battle begins. The officer suggests the journalist should have called ahead, a seemingly harmless request. But the cameraman's response hits with journalistic precision: calling ahead ruins accountability. His analogy, comparing it to police calling a drug dealer before a raid, is both sharp and accurate. Investigative journalism depends on unannounced observation. Transparency doesn't come from permission, it comes from visibility. The officer's discomfort shows how even well-meaning authorities often misunderstand how the First Amendment protects both free speech and a free press.
You know, people need to know if there's an issue with their transfer. There may not be any merit to the allegations. It may be a non-issue. So anyways, but I appreciate you guys' time. I don't want to certainly take any more of your time. I'm sure there's actual crime going on up around Aurora and 100th, I'd guess. It seems to be a little hot up there.
Unfortunately, we don't work that area. We're working this area.
You don't get any of the hot fun up in Aurora and 100th?
Done that.
Man, I can tell you really want to go up there, but fair enough. Masters, it looks like you have been up there a couple times.
Worked the whole precinct. So.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, look, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Unless you just want to hang out with us. You got like maybe a travel chess game. I'm up for a quick game of that.
I don't feel like getting whooped in chess.
Whoa. I could very easily be a rating of 10. Which
you bring up chess as an activity. I have a feeling you know how to play a little bit. I'm very.
OSHA discussion marks a fascinating shift from emotional discomfort to bureaucratic defense. The officers invoke safety as a reason to limit filming. But here's the problem: safety isn't a blanket excuse to override rights. The cameraman counters with clear evidence. There are no restricted area signs, no verbal warnings, no trespass orders. Legally, he's on solid ground. His response is calm, factual, and airtight. This is the constitutional gray zone where many real-world confrontations unfold, between what's lawful and what's merely preferred by authority.
It's just like any other skill. The person who's got better skills actually weakens their position, and the person who has less skills at chess or whatever it is that they're playing ends up becoming pretty dang good later on. And all of a sudden, the Padawan is now the master. All right.
So
get to the heart of the discussion, trust and transparency. The journalist refuses to reveal his investigation details, and he's right to do so. Under U.S. law, journalists, even independent ones, are not required to disclose their sources or ongoing stories unless subpoenaed. His cautiousness isn't arrogance, it's protection. Having been burned before, as he says, reflects the reality many watchdog reporters face. Once institutions know they're under scrutiny, they tighten access or go dark. His restraint here shows a level of professional discipline rarely seen in viral Auditor clips. It's smart, strategic, and legally sound. The final stretch is surprisingly wholesome. After all the tension, the tone lightens with a chess metaphor, and what a metaphor it is. The cameraman compares the learning process in chess to growth through challenge. You actually want to play against people who beat you, he says, a statement that applies perfectly to public accountability. The best governments, like the best players, improve only when challenged. This ending shows mutual respect forming where confrontation began. It's proof that rights-based conversations don't have to end in conflict, they can end in understanding.